Hey guys, what's up? Today is October the 27th, and tomorrow is the beginning of BlizzCon weekend! So it's exciting. It's tomorrow, in case you didn't catch that, tomorrow is the first day of BlizzCon opening week, and then the following weekend on November the 7th and 8th is going to be BlizzCon itself. So excitement is starting. Tomorrow is the beginning of Here's the Storm games. That's what I'm mostly going to focus on because that's what I do. But I'm really excited for all of it. The games start tomorrow, October the 28th at 1:30 Pacific Daylight Time. It doesn't start here until 4:30, so I just get to sleep in and do whatever I want all day. I'm excited. It's going to be a great day. So let me just go ahead and show you. First of all, take a moment. This is Blizzard's esports site for Heroes of the Storm. Look at this beautiful, beautiful graphic. Like, this looks so epic. This makes me just want to be there so badly. I didn't get a chance to go because I'm still poor, but I'll be watching it at home. I'm really excited. So this is their esports page. The news is down right now for some reason, but if you want to read about any of the teams going to BlizzCon, any of the 8 teams, you can go to this site, us.heroesofthestorm.com/esports. And that has all of our articles, so you can read it. And I say our articles because all those of us at Team Liquid pretty much wrote all of the team articles. So, I mean, it's this is kind of a self-plug, but at the same time, they're great articles. You should definitely read them if you have the time. If you don't have the time, we have on Team Liquid, we released a short little BlizzCon preview with smaller snapshots of all the teams. So if you don't feel like reading 1,600 words for each team, these are just like one little paragraph with some bullet points. Very easy to digest. And like I said, since we wrote most of the preview articles for Blizzard, this was basically just a copy and paste job for us. It was super easy. So we did this, as well as a couple predictions. Definitely, if you have some time, go to Team Liquid, check it out, and comment down below. Let us know. Moving on, we also have our live report thread, which has all the information you could possibly know, with also links to the Blizzard articles, as well as streams and format, what's in the prize pool, casters and hosts. I'm really excited about the beautiful Anna Prosser hosting, as well as in particular the Todd and Kylaris casting duo. I love the two of them together. That's going to be exciting. I'll go ahead and give you guys a brief overview of the teams. From North America, we've got Cloud9 and Tempo Storm. Tempo Storm has been amazing. About a month ago, I would say they were on track to win this entire thing. But there's been some recent doubts as to how good they are because they're having lots of internal struggles, people not getting along. Zoya mentioned this on one of the Town Hall Heroes, that there's just a lot of internal tension that's keeping them from doing well, and we've seen their performance kind of decline in the last couple of tournaments. But Cloud9 is looking amazing. Cloud9 is looking incredible, so they're definitely one of the top contenders for winning. And then in Europe, from Europe, we have Dignitas and Natus Vincere, Navi. I'm going full in on Dignitas. I'm just going to say it now, Dignitas is winning the entire tournament because I love them. So I've already did several tweets at Dignitas, at Bakery and stuff, and I'm like, dude, you guys are going to win. You're going to win. Yo, you guys are going to win. I did the bracket contest on Team Liquid and went all the way. I put Dignitas to win the entire thing. And then I linked it on Twitter to Dignitas, and I was like, yo, I went all in on you guys. You're going to win. So I'm a big believer in Dignitas winning. They're going to do well, for sure. Navi, after they swept the European Championships, they're looking really, really powerful. And expect them to definitely get to the top 4. Probably get to the finals, maybe. We'll see. Depends on how the bracket turns out. From China, we have Braveheart and YL. Team YL was the team that came in second in China. We don't know much about the Chinese, but they are individually very skilled. But they have a really weird, wonky meta. So we'll see how that pairs up with the kind of metagame that we're used to. The first place team for China, eStar Gaming, wasn't able to make it, unfortunately. They had some visa issues that just keep coming back to haunt them. They also had this issue back at the Masters Gaming Arena for MSI, where they couldn't secure their visas, and so they couldn't come, and they had to be replaced or forfeited their match. I think they forfeited their match, ultimately, which just kind of sucks. But in this case, we have Braveheart replacing them. Braveheart was the team that came in third place in China, but they also had some visa problems for some of their members. And so as a result, it's a weird mashup of players from Braveheart plus EDG, which was the fourth place team. So Braveheart is 3 members of Braveheart are going, and then 2 more members from EDG are joining them. So it's going to be a weird mashup of players. No one knows what's going to happen. It could be some miraculous combination of people that works incredibly, and they could win the entire tournament. Who knows? Or it could just be awful. No one knows. So that's going to be exciting to watch. There's Team DK from Korea, who's been looking ungodly powerful right now. They're pretty much projected to win the thing 100%, but you never know. With Cloud9 and Na'Vi looking really, really powerful right now, they definitely have a chance to beat DK. GIA comes in from Taiwan. They're pretty underknown and probably the underdogs of the tournament. They seem to win convincingly in their own strata. So as long as they can make that translate to the world stage, they'll do pretty well. But we don't, for the most part, people aren't having really high hopes for them. So if we go ahead and look at the first groups here, the groups are what's going to be played tomorrow. And then the winners of the groups are going to be going into the brackets and playing the playoffs next weekend at BlizzCon, the 7th and the 8th. But starting tomorrow, we're going to see the group play. Group A is Cloud9, YL, Dignitas, GIA. Pretty much expecting Cloud9 to advance first out. And then most people are projecting Dignitas and YL for second, depending on who's playing better. Me personally, I'd say Dignitas is going to win, because Dignitas is going to win the entire tournament. But you never know. Most people are predicting GIA to not make it out, but we'll have to see, because they may be full of surprises. Group B would be kind of... if Tempo Storm were doing better, I think this would be like a group of death. But as it is, it's pretty clear that DK and Na'Vi are probably going to be the ones to advance. But we also, Braveheart is a complete wild card. We don't know what's going to happen with them. And Tempo Storm can still play incredible games if they can overcome that internal strife. So that's also kind of a wild card. It's still pretty much up in the air. But for the most part, we figure probably DK and Na'Vi advance out. So that puts the top 4 as probably Cloud9, DK, Na'Vi, and then either Dignitas or YL. For the sake of my argument, we're going to say Dignitas. And so I'm predicting probably in the finals we're going to see Dignitas versus DK. A lot of people have also been predicting C9 versus DK or Na'Vi. A large part of that also depends on how the round of 4 is seeded. So if I believe it's like winner of Group A plays the second place team in Group B, or it might be random. I don't know. But if it is Group A versus Group B that way, then we'll probably see something like Cloud9 versus Na'Vi, and then DK versus Dignitas in the semis, which would probably end up being like C9 versus DK in the finals. But we'll have to see. We'll have to see how all that works out. Hopefully hopefully we get really nice brackets so that Dignitas wins the entire thing. That's all I care about. Actually, you know what? It doesn't even matter. Dignitas is just gonna win. Okay, they're just gonna win, straight up. Um, Other events at BlizzCon. So just talking about some of the random stuff that is going to be going on at BlizzCon next weekend. Alongside all of the tournaments that are going on, we got a Hearthstone tournament, World of Warcraft, and StarCraft 2, as well as Heroes of the Storm. All of those games are going to be having their own world tournament going on. That's going to be exciting. Oh, by the way, if you have a chance to read the previews for StarCraft 2 on Team Liquid, please go read them. Zealousy and the group of StarCraft 2 writers are doing an amazing job with that, creating this huge, completely fictional but beautiful storyline arc to get everyone hyped for BlizzCon. So definitely go check that out. But alongside all these tournaments, we're also going to be seeing different panels and things. Future of StarCraft 2, as well as the competitive multiplayer. I'm really looking forward to that because although I've pretty much completely jumped ship on StarCraft 2 at this point, I'm still curious how it's going to perpetuate itself. If we look back at Brood War, I think the last time they seriously touched it was like 2005. Was when the last like official patch went through, or like the last big patch. I think it may have done like a few minor tweaks since then, but they pretty much left it alone, and it still managed to thrive and maintain strategic diversity and continue to grow and evolve, even without all that for even till now, till 2015. So it's still kind of perpetuated itself for another 10 years. I think StarCraft 2, in the state that it's currently in, will not perpetuate itself for 10 plus years and continue to thrive as an esport. But we may see things like automated tournaments come in and different ways to make it competitive, maybe a little bit more aggressive balancing in the future. We'll have to see. I'm excited to hear what they have to say, but I'm nervous about StarCraft 2 and its future, so I really hope they have something beautiful in mind. They also have stuff about Heroes of the Storm. They're promising us new heroes as well as new battlegrounds, which I'm excited about. I think in terms of heroes, I think we're on the Warcraft universe now because they went through the whole Eternal Conflict Diablo stuff. And then they went through like a small StarCraft 2 phase with the Medic and Artanis. And so it kind of naturally feels like it's going to be moving back towards a Warcraft-centered development time. So I'm just hoping for Grommash. Grommash! Doo-doo-doo! So I'm excited about that. I also got things about World of Warcraft, development of Legion, as well as development for Hearthstone and Diablo. That's going to be exciting. Oh, also Overwatch. Overwatch just launched today, as well as Artanis and Heroes of the Storm. So super exciting. Overwatch launched today. I didn't get a key, which isn't the most unfortunate thing in the world because I don't enjoy FPSs that much. But from what I've heard from other people, it's really fun and really exciting to play. It may not evolve into an esport. People just say it's meant to be a casual game and it's really fun, but who knows what'll happen in the future, right? I think it's good that Blizzard's making fun games. StarCraft 2, I think, was from its inception, it was meant to be an esport, and so it was less fun than it could have been. So I like that they're kind of pulling back ever since Hearthstone and Heroes of the Storm. They're just kind of making things that are fun to play and exciting. And incidentally, they seem to have pretty high skill ceilings, and as a result, that's turning them naturally into esports. So really, really good. Loving it. Contests. We have lots of contests at BlizzCon. I wish I were actually there to go see some of it. We have stuff like costume contests, talent contests, art contests, movie contests, lots of interesting things. Saturday schedule, the 8th, I believe. Some more stuff about Hearthstone, Q&A for the team. Sounds from the Void. We got music and sound stuff from StarCraft 2 Legacy of the Void. They're also going to be having the launch celebration at BlizzCon, so that's going to be exciting. More stuff on Overwatch to talk about what they're planning on doing and how they want the game to evolve. Here's the Storm State of the Game, which is essentially like a State of the Game episode from StarCraft 2 or Town Hall Heroes. I imagine it's just going to be a panel of pretty well-informed people just talking about what's going on in the game and what the future of the game is going to be. So that's going to be pretty exciting. Some more World of Warcraft things, cosplay stuff, and stuff behind cut cinematics, which that should be awesome because Blizzard's well known for having some of the best cinematics in the entire gaming industry. Like I still get chills watching some of the Warcraft 3 cinematics. They're absolutely incredible. And even some of the Brood War cinematics were just so far ahead of their time. Absolutely incredible. So that should be really exciting to look at. As I said before, they're promising us some new battlegrounds in Heroes of the Storm. I do have one worry about this. That already I think we have 8 battlegrounds probably. I think. I can't count it in my head right now, but I think it's 8. And if we continue producing maps at this rate, which is so far it's been like 1 map every 3 months, we're soon going to run into a problem where there's just too many maps, and it's especially going to be a problem in tournaments. So I think what we're going to start seeing seasons with like 6 to 8 maps in them. Every like 6 or 4 months, 4 to 6 months. That way they can just kind of narrow the map pool a little bit so there's not such a huge, wide variety of maps that people are playing on all the time. And in tournaments, they'll probably have a selected map pool of 6 to 8, and people will be able to veto and stuff like that. So I think that's the future of the Battlegrounds in Here's the Storm, but I could be wrong. They could just keep adding it and just have an ever-growing pool of ideas. Either way, I'm really excited because Here's the Storm Battlegrounds are incredible. They're fantastic. It's a complete revolution of Hero Brawler, MOBA stuff. People on League of Legends have been playing on the same map essentially for 5 years now. And it makes a really big difference when you have separate maps that require different strategies and different ideas. It's really exciting to see how that evolves. So all of that is happening on BlizzCon week. That's going to be exciting. BlizzCon weekend, I should say. As I said, my biggest concern is Dignitas winning Heroes of the Storm, but mostly just the Heroes of the Storm tournaments in general. I'm really excited about tomorrow. I cannot wait to see the group play and see how teams have innovated and how different regions will clash against each other. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Anyways, the whole point of this is get hyped for BlizzCon. If you have some time, go to the eSports page for Heroes of the Storm for Blizzard. Check out some of the articles there whenever they come back up. Check out, if you don't want to do that, check out our preview on Team Liquid and comment down below. And during the games, just tune into our live report thread and just you can come down here and leave some comments and ideas, some predictions, things like that. And it's really nice because it's like having a live conversation with a large group of people. I know the Heroes team is probably going to be having a Skype chat party, so that's going to be exciting. I encourage everyone else to do that. If you haven't done that before, if you get like a friend or 2 or 3 or 5 to get on a Skype chat together and just talk about the games as they're happening, it's an absolutely amazing experience. Totally worth it. So that's pretty much all I want to talk about. The whole idea behind this is BlizzCon is coming tomorrow and it's going to be continuing through next weekend. It's going to be exciting. Everything's going to be great. It's going to be awesome. So just watch BlizzCon. Get excited. Woo! All right, I'll see you guys later. Bye.